water bar system, basic water bar system. You can already tell he's out west by the lumber he uses. He says that his pump is not working. And the first question is there a blockage? And if you disconnect here and lower it, eventually water will come out wherever that water level is, okay? Now, if the pump's plugged in, our first question is, does he have power? Which Nicole asked, and supposedly he does have power. When someone tells me that, I'm going to ask them how you verified that you have power. But for right now, let's say we know for a fact this person has power. What else could be wrong as to why the pump is not working? Any idea? Okay.
Can I answer?
There's error.
No, no.
Can it be set up backwards?
That won't, the pump being backwards, yes, that will not stop the pump from actually making a noise. This pump is not making any noise. So even if it's gonna make noise if it has power. If it has air, it's gonna make a lot of noise. So we're gonna pull a pump out. I'm gonna show you guys something. This is what you need to do to verify if you know for a fact you got power, okay, then there is one other point that could be failing, causing the pump not to work.
Do they need time?
The pump is not self-priming, so it does need to be primed, but it primes by the pitch of the water bar, which he has correct. The pump is low, air is going up, so it is ready to be primed should the pump be working. Okay, so here we go. This is a transformer, and this is also gonna have what's called a rectifying circuit, or a rectifier. The rectifier circuit takes it from AC to DC and steps down the voltage, which is going to be the transformer part. So we're going to plug this together and we're going to plug it in over here. Are we ready? Oh, noise, right? So it's getting power. That's exactly what should be happening, whether there's air or water. If we're plugged in and the pump's not running, there's another part that might be failing. So we're gonna take this, we're gonna plug it in. We're gonna take our handy dandy voltage meter. We're gonna set it to DC, okay? Because yes, it's AC here, it's going through the rectifying circuit, brings it down to DC. My assistant, Nicole here, is gonna do a great job holding the meter up so that we get it on camera. And the outside is gonna be negative. It doesn't really matter. The outside is gonna be negative, the inside is gonna be positive, and we have 12.3 volts DC, okay? Now I can reverse it, and it's gonna read negative 12.3. See the negative? Okay, doesn't matter. Either way, we have 12.3 volts coming out of here. I have seen it in this situation. If you know for a fact you have power, and you know for a fact you have a good connection right here, make sure this is not dirty, make sure this is not loose, all right? Make sure your plug is in all the way. I've actually had that. A customer told me the pump's not working. I showed up, his plug was not in all the way. I just wanted to take it a step further and show you guys, I have seen where the pump is completely fine, but for whatever reason, the transformer is not working, all right? Where we can just replace this, plug it into the pump, and you are back up and running. So the point is, part of the troubleshooting process is, if you have a voltage meter, great, because then you, again, can plug the plug in, put this on the put your black lead on the outside, your red lead on the inside, and you will have 12 volts. Well, now we got 10, but here, hold that again. It's just because I'm not doing a good job, right? 12 volts.
Yep.
There we go. So we know it's working. Now, in this case, if they go to get a meter and plug it in and they are getting 12.3 volts here, then most likely the pump on the inside is not working. It could be seized. There could be some crap in there. So make sure you blow it out. It's real simple to do. I mean, it's just that simple. And what happens is, if we unscrew this, you gotta be careful, because it can be kind of a pain in the butt, put the back together, but if you unscrew it, there's a little propeller inside, and these are so easy. Okay, there's little washers, don't lose those washers up there. It's a little propeller, and all it is a magnet. okay? So sometimes if you got a bunch of crap in there and the magnetic lines can't work, the flux lines don't work, this won't spin, okay? Or you could have crap in there. So make sure you go through this to make sure that can spin, and you'll be good to go. And then when you go to put it back together, just don't lose those little tiny washers. Make sense? Questions? Nicole here just came up with a good point, and that is if you have your plug pumped into the heat, which I don't know if I have one here, but just it's that yellow thermostatic switch, and it just happens to be 80 degrees out, no, the pump's not gonna come on because it's not cold enough for the heat to tell the voltage to turn on to feed the pump. So yeah, verify that with the customer. That's a good point.